Okay, now maybe. Okay. G23, Boston Buds. Working on the John Wick 1970 Chevelle Malibu. Yeah, I forgot when I start this StreamYard, it always starts out on mute. I keep forgetting that. I need a little bit darker green, but I think I'm just going to go with this. I mixed up, I had the darkest green I had, but it wasn't metallic. And then I added a metallic green to it. Get some more mixed up here. I'm just using a makeshift camera holder tonight. Oh yeah, that definitely needs thinned. Probably shouldn't do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Clean this nozzle out a little bit. See if we can thin this out a little more. 4011 reducer, or I got an empty bottle here that's got windshield washer fluid in it. It works just as good, and a whole lot cheaper. A whole lot cheaper. That's going to be thin quite a bit, so. No pew-pews tonight. No cordless hole punchers. Last live I did, all I did was move my cordless hole puncher paperweight from here over to here, and I got a strike for it because I touched it. Tell you, YouTube is really not liking those. Anything to do with 2A. Started working on the engine a little bit last night. Got it started put together, got some paint on it. Quite a bit thinner. That ought to spray better. I did finish up the 359 Peterbilt. See if I can pull that out real quick. Unfortunately, I don't have my camera. Maybe I need to see about turning my paint booth. That way when I'm painting, it shows on the video. This is a lot better. Try this here. Yeah, that's spraying a lot better. It was spraying better. Alright, I will let that dry before I add another coat. And before I add the other coat, I'll let, after that dries, before I add another coat, I will do a little trick that I learned from Big Charlie and smooth it out a little bit. I'll take a used dryer sheet, go over it, wet sanding acrylic paint and a water-based paint does not work out so well. Hey, Warsaw. I don't know if you was on here earlier or not, but I said no pew-pews tonight because that last live I did where I took my paperweight, that I called it, and moved it from here over to here, which showed it in camera. Because I touched my paperweight, I got a strike. Where is my engine at? This does have a coat of clear coat on it, the parts that's done. That way as I'm messing with the rest of it. I'm not chipping the paint off. I do need to go through, like where I'm going to be gluing pieces on, like right here. I need to sand that down. That way the glue sticks to what I'm holding. I just had it in my hand. There it is. Just get some of that clear coat and that paint off there so that the glue sticks to the material. And where'd we go? Here it is. Got most of this done. I did get the chassis painted. I don't guess I got the... Oh, I can do that with a brush. And those are F. What color is F? Silver. I need to paint these up silver. A, the black. Yeah, I need to paint the fan black. Should have the... Yeah, there's the belt assembly. I got it painted up already. Let's see. Where's my tray? Where's my tray? I don't need that much. I can use my smaller tray. There it is. This is a gloss. Here's a matte. Ain't gonna take but a drop of this. And maybe two. It's not all that thick, so I'm hoping I can just use it as is. I do need some thinner to clean my brush. Doing here. I need that. It wouldn't have hurt it if I'd have thinned that out a little bit. Got to work on a full-size model tomorrow. My 95 Chevy Cheyenne pickup I got had to replace the fuel tank in it. I bought it used. It was an old farm truck when I got it. And then when I left my ex, I had it in storage. It was in storage for about almost 3 years. Got it out of storage, and there was a hole in the fuel tank, so I had to replace the fuel tank. When I replaced the fuel tank, I just got the new tank and a new fuel pump and all, replaced it all. I was taking the lines off the old fuel pump, and the lines were so corroded that the line broke. So I had to replace lines. Got it all going, on the road, drove it to work a few times. Well, I'm having to replace another line because dummy old me didn't get a line secured up good enough, and the rubber part of that line fell down onto a drive shaft. And when I decided, hey, I'm gonna test out the four-wheel drive, make sure the four-wheel drive still works. When I kicked in four-wheel drive, that line was laying down on that drive shaft, and it rubbed a hole in the rubber line. Needless to say, I was leaking a lot of fuel. I got the stuff to fix it. I just got to throw it on tomorrow. And yes, it's going to be MacGyvered. It's going to be Shade Tree Mechanic Fix. Okay. Number 62 ought to be a radiator. So no, 62 is... Oh, that's on the intake. And that is going to be H. It's going to be aluminum. I do have some aluminum paint. I know there's going to be more on here that needs to be black. A and B is black. C is black. So anything A, B, or C. Looks like the distributor is supposed to be black. I wouldn't have caught that. Ignition coil is A. That's number 54. It's black, so I can go ahead and paint that black. I generally use the airbrush on the larger items. I forget every model I do. I forget and I start painting the engine pieces. Whereas I need to put the engine together and then paint it all as one unit. Okay, that's black. There's the distributor, number 55. They're calling for it to be a matte black or flat black. I'll use matte black on it. I'm gonna go back and probably watch the show again. Been a while since I've seen it. Pretty sure it shows under the hood and part of the show. I'll pause it, take a look under the hood and see exactly, because I don't think the distributor on his was black. B number 63 is black. And that is the fuel rail. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Yeah, some of the fuel line that I put back on is steel brake line instead of actual fuel line. Of course, I know I couldn't use copper. That would not have been good. Gas would have corroded that real quick. I got steel brake line. And this time when I get it put on, I am going to use my head and I will secure it so it's not falling down. This will be the first model I've done that has a fuel rail system like the newer engines. It is a 1970 Chevelle, but of course John Wick did not have a stock engine in that thing. Saying nose. Saying those are chrome, but the other ones are showing paint chrome. Let's see here. Where's my box at? There it is. Yeah, there's the chrome. .510, .511. I guess I can use either. I can, the one, well, I think I will use the ones that are already chromed. This is 61. 61 is I. That is steel. I think I can use, no, I can't use my Sharpie on that one because my Sharpie is dry. It's been used up. I don't have my steel color anymore. Oop, bear with me, I'll be right back. I think I might know where I got a Sharpie at that'll work. Nope, no Sharpie that'll work, so let's see here. This is I hate it when they put their sticker right over the that is steel, okay. I do believe that's what that says. Flat steel, yes. So I can paint this with some flat steel. I do believe it's number 61. Yes. Granted, this is an enamel paint, not a Testors. So I've actually got to use mineral spirits to wash out with it. Is there anything else that's going to be I? Part of that fuel rail is supposed to be I. Let's see here. That's a flash that needs to come off. Hopefully I can get that off that, because that's probably ought to sand that down a little bit, smooth it out, but man, that is so thin that I am not messing with it. I'll just get that painted back over. I don't think that's shook up enough. Showing the bottom side of this being black. Top part of it is a different color black. And then the cap is black and another color. Where is my blue handled brush? There it is. Probably going to take a couple coats on this. Hey Mopar, good to see you, sir. Doing a whole lot better than I was Wednesday. I tweaked the muscle in my back Tuesday and did that about 7 hours into my day Tuesday, and then wasn't really that bad. Did it while hooking up a trailer in Paris, Illinois. Took that trailer up to our terminal in Hodgkins, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago. Time I got up there, dropped that, I was pretty much out of hours, so I just went over to the parking area of our terminal and I parked and I crawled in the bunk. I woke up Wednesday morning and I couldn't move. I ended up going to urgent care up there and got put on some muscle relaxers and ibuprofen 800 milligram. Thursday I got up, I felt fine. I still hurt a little bit. Had to watch what I was doing. But wasn't bad. Got up Friday. Felt really good.
Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder, treason, and plot.
I keep getting messages. Got up Friday. Felt pretty good Friday. Still a little stiffness in the muscle. Still, when I'd go to breathe in, if I breathed in too deep, it really didn't hurt anymore, but I could feel the tension. But overall, I felt really good. Last night, I'm sitting here working on the model, and I sneezed, and it damn near made me pass out. The pain was so bad. So I got up yesterday and I skipped the ibuprofen that morning. So I decided no more skipping the ibuprofen until I'm actually healed. Let's see if I can get this piece painted up real quick. Probably ought to put my cheaters on to do this with, but definitely would help if I'd already poured out my mineral spirits to thin this with, or clean my brush with anyway. Didn't come out too bad there. Let's see if I can fit it. Yeah, right there. Got the fuel rails black, and then this line was supposed to be steel, so I got it painted up steel. And now should have did this to begin with, but I cannot clean my brush with acrylic cleaner. Throw some mineral spirits in here. Won't take much. The smell of mineral spirits. Okay, pretty well got the paint out of it, so before I go to bed tonight I'll take this in the kitchen, wash that out with some soapy water. I'm gonna take some time. I want to let that dry overnight, that way probably add another coat to it. Number 50 is an I. That's steel also. I should have went ahead and painted that up. No. Yeah. 50. I should have went ahead and, you know, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I got that. Go ahead and get that painted. Oh yeah. Let's see, there's my lid. I should be enough in that lid to do this little piece. Any of you other guys that are on here, not in the modeling community, if you just enjoy working on cars, seeing cars worked on, go check out Mopar Nut 62. I really enjoy his fix 'em up videos. Shade Tree Mechanic that will put 95 to 98% of actual certified mechanics to shame. Take care, Mopar. Appreciate you hopping on. I have not yet tried to airbrush with this type of paint. Only thing I've airbrushed so far is acrylic paint. I need to actually use some of this mineral, some of this paint, see how she does, get her thinned out enough. But shoot, even I guess even a lot of body shops and stuff, when they paint a car, it's actually with a freaking acrylic paint. I'll have to ask Mopar about that. He does that quite a bit. I'll see what type of paint he uses. I really can't start putting these pieces together until they dry. Got one piece on here that calls for aluminum paint. I believe this is my aluminum. This is metallic silver. Well, the one I was just using here. And I just set back. So that's my metallic silver.
Remember the 5th of November, the gunpowder treason
that's flat steel.
plot.
This is metallic. Metallic silver, that would probably work as an aluminum. But I had actual aluminum. I need to get my cabinet set up. I got it behind me here. This cabinet right here. I need to get it set up. I put my paints in there where I can see them. I got a little paint stand that was made for me, coming in real handy. I'll keep it on the bench for my primary paints. I am going to have to go through and find, I've got a bottle of Testors aluminum that I will do this piece here in. And then, what else calls for aluminum? That's the only piece that really calls for aluminum on the engine. So, but pretty much I can't put this together anymore until those dry, so let's see if we can go over here and do some more painting on this. Actually, no, it should be dried enough. Grab the body here. Grab my used dryer sheet. Wet sanding acrylic paint does not work well at all. Charlie over at Big Charlie's Model Garage gave me this little tidbit about using a used dryer sheet. Works out pretty good. Not perfect, but, and I'm not near as good at paint job as he is, and Mopar can make a paint shine like a brand new car on a showroom floor. Jason over at Blue Ox Model Shop, one of his videos taught me. I'd always been under the impression, and that's what I've been told in the past, you want a little bit of roughness for the paint to adhere to. But I learned from Jason over at Blue Ox Model Shop, you start out thin layers and just build it up. The smoother it is, the smoother it's going to come out. I do have some. What is this? I'm up to five. That's 7,000. That's 15,000. That's 5,000, 7,000, 8,000. Yeah, I've got anywhere from 5,000 up to 15,000 grit. So. Alright, let's see if we can get another coat on here. Get this out of the way so I'm not tearing up my box. See if we get this to spray again. In one of Mopar's videos, I learned the cone of your spray, you want about a 75% overspray as you move, like you go up one line, when you go up to the next section, you want about a 75% overspray. No, doing too soft. I want you up here. Quit misbehaving. Okay, there's another coat on that. I bought food bars and I started painting the hood the wrong color. I need to see if I can clean some of this off. So I can paint it the right color. I may have to get some sandpaper. I'm going to try it with some cleaner first. 5618 airbrush cleaner for acrylic paints, water-based paints. may just have to sand it off. Oh sure, if I tried wet sanding you, it wouldn't work. Yeah, she's coming off a little bit, but I don't want to just spray the green over this, because if I do that, it's basically going to have a different base coat color, and it's going to look different. Yeah, let's see here. Take care, Boston Buds. Appreciate you stopping by. This is sort of, kind of, somewhat of a commission build. Not really, but somebody I work with knows I do models. Seen this. They really like John Wick shows. Messaged me if I'd be interested in it and building it. I'm like, heck yeah, I'd build that. They got it, they gave it to me just to build, but I get it built. I'm going to try to do as nice a job as I can on it. I get it built, I'm going to give it to them. They don't know that yet. I can say that because they don't really watch my channel unless I actually send them a link. I just won't send them a link to this one. I wonder what would happen if I just put another coat of gray primer over this. That may get the job done too. No, I think that's going to be best bet. Is just put another coat of gray primer on it, then I can paint over it. Definitely want this out of there. I don't want no gray primer on it. And where's my clip at? There's my clip. And my primer. That one's empty, I think. Yeah, that one is FUBARD. Just using flat gray Rust-Oleum primer. Alright, we'll let that dry. It'll be ready for some paint tomorrow. I really need to clean and organize this stuff. Okay, this is stock, this is custom. Aha! That's where I'm getting in at. I need to, yeah, before I go on with this, it gives two different, I can build stock or I can build custom. The custom build has the fuel rail, basically fuel injection system. Stock has the carburetor and everything else. I need to take a look at the show. I'm guessing that John Wick had the custom build in his car. So I will go over that before I go any farther and see which way I want to go with that. So, not looking too bad. And we'll go for there. Appreciate y'all watching. I'm going to stop this, do some research on which direction I want to go, custom or stock, and we will catch y'all on the next video.